Hello, my name is Ryan Nelson, and today I will be presenting AB 109 and Propositions 47 and 57. In 2011, California voters passed what is known as Assembly Bill or AB 109, which is also known as realignment. AB 109 is a bill which transfers responsibility for supervising certain kinds of felony offenders and state prison parolees or parolees from state prisons and state parole agents to county jails and probation officers. AB 109 set out to transfer around 50,000 people from state supervision to the control of county probation and sheriff's departments. Another 30,000 individuals would reside in county jails through this bill. AB 109 states that if you are convicted of one of about 500 felony crimes in California that are considered non-serious, non-violent, and non-sex related, you will be sentenced to county jail and or non-custodial mandatory supervision. Before AB 109, you would be sentenced to a California state prison. This new sentencing policy came about due to problems of severely overcrowded California state prisons with the focus of combating recidivism. Due to AB 109, those serving a prison sentence due to a realignment crime will be supervised by county probation under PRCS, or Post-Release Community Supervision. AB 109 also provided counties with a number of new tools, including flash incarceration of certain offenders under probation supervision and split sentencing for felony offenders. Flash incarceration focuses on swift and certain sanctions as a deterrence to recidivism. When it comes to sentencing and the role of the judge in AB 109, the judge has different options under Penal Code Section 1170H. Split sentencing allows judges to create sentences that involve both custody and community supervision. Also, the judge has the power from AB 109 to sentence an individual for full jail time, or they can sentence an individual to limited jail time and out of custody mandatory supervision. The judge also has power under AB 109 to issue house arrest, community service, restorative justice programs, furlough programs, work release, and substance abuse treatment. Additionally, according to the County of Los Angeles Probation Department, AB 109 was designed to meet the U.S. Supreme Court order to reduce the prison population of California's 33 state prisons. However, AB 109 did not transfer inmates in a state prison at the time of its passage to county jails. AB 109 gave local law enforcement officers the right to manage offenders in ways that are smarter and more cost-effective. Different task forces were created in different areas of California for the purpose of realignment. These task forces consisted of officers from different cities for the purpose of addressing the supervision of individuals released from prison on PRCS. Proposition 47 is a ballot initiative that was passed by California voters on November 4, 2014, with the goal of reducing certain drug possession felonies to misdemeanors. Prop 47 also states that any sentencing for petty theft, receiving stolen property, or forging bad checks when the amount involved is $950 or less is to be considered a misdemeanor. Prop 47 gives a person who has completed his or her sentence for their offenses the option to file an application before the trial court requesting a felony conviction reduced to a misdemeanor. There is a process for resentencing, though. Inmates first need to file a petition for recall of sentence with the trial court, and from there the court will determine whether the inmate's criminal offense makes the individual eligible for resentencing. Next, the court is required to resentence eligible offenders unless the resentencing would pose a threat to public safety. While they review the potential threat, they may consider the offender's criminal history, and if the request is denied, the offenders would serve their terms as originally sentenced. The main goal of Prop 47 is to provide those who commit less serious crimes an opportunity to make that less serious crime a misdemeanor and thus have a less substantial sentence. Prop 57, also known as the Public Safety and Rehabilitation Act of 2016, is a ballot initiative that was passed by California voters in November of 2016. The goal of this proposition was to enhance public safety in California by emphasizing rehabilitation and preventing federal courts from releasing inmates. Under this proposition, the CDCR incentivizes inmates to take responsibility for their own rehabilitation with different credit-earning opportunities for sustained good behavior in addition to in-prison program and activities participation. This proposition was created to help inmates work to create better lives for themselves by working toward earning credit for themselves through positive behavior and contributions. Additionally, this proposition sought to create appropriate changes within prisons to improve inmate behavior and thus create a safer prison environment for both inmates and staff members. There are unintended consequences of AB 109 and Propositions 47 and 57, though. Critics of AB 109, Propositions 47 and Proposition 57 will argue that despite the changes made by these legislations, California still remains the 34th safest state in the United States according to U.S. News and World Report. Moreover, California has seen an increase in overall crime since these propositions have been passed. Specifically, both violent and property crime rose in 2015 despite a 1% decrease from 2015 to 17, and property crime still remains above the national average at 2,491 per 100,000 residents. Of those property crimes, around 65% were larceny thefts, 18% were burglaries, and 17% were auto thefts. In addition, according to the City of Claremont, AB 109, Prop 47, and Prop 57 altered the definition of what constitutes a violent crime. These pieces of legislation have created a criminal justice system that does not always take into account an individual's criminal history. This, in turn, allowed many career criminals to avoid proper jail time. AB 109 was also confirmed to have contributed to a rise in certain crimes, especially property crimes, in some communities of California and placed additional burdens on an already stressed jail system. In February 2017, Michael Mejia, a known gang member who had a criminal record, killed a Whittier police officer by the name of Keith Boyer. Due to AB 109 and Props 47 and 57, Michael Mejia was in and out of jail and was placed on parole 10 days before the shooting. The local police and police chief claimed that due to realignment, Michael Mejia was not charged the way he should have been. Proposition 47 has also allowed repeat offenders to commit crimes without much repercussion. Prop 57 has changed the sentencing laws for juveniles and adults in California, and many serious crimes such as domestic violence, solicitation to commit murder, and human trafficking are also now considered serious but not violent crimes. Many Christian leaders are for the changes provided in these laws, for they work to fight overcrowding and offer rehabilitation focus for convicts, though the implementation of the policies themselves has caused some disagreement. Christianity is deeply ingrained in the criminal justice system. AB 109 and Props 47 and 57 focus on providing more opportunities for convicts who commit nonviolent crimes to change and enter rehabilitation programs so that they can re-enter society as better individuals. 1 Peter 4:15 states, "If you suffer, it should not be as a murderer or thief or any other kind of criminal or even as a meddler." This verse explains how those who have committed a crime, whether serious or not, should not suffer because of that crime, but rather because they have turned away from the gospel of God. AB 109 and Props 47 and 57 were passed to give those who commit crimes a second chance, as well as the opportunity to create a better life for themselves. And many Christian leaders like this aspect of these laws. These laws also provide the idea that those who commit crimes should not suffer, but rather be given the chance to do change in the community and to change and to do good within the prison system or rehabilitation. Moreover, many Christian values focus on providing a sense of hope to those who are lost. Jeremiah 29:11 states, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Religion's impact on the world. Religion around the world shapes a community's and a culture's identity. Many different nations use religious beliefs as the backbone to their laws and core values, and religion shapes how different structures and different cultures behave and how they treat others and how crime is looked at. In conclusion, I believe that there is a need to change these three initiatives that have placed California's criminal justice system in debate. These laws should be revised to focus on including provisions that prevent local communities in addition to creating more program space and opportunities within local jails. Moreover, clarifications must be made to these laws so that they provide a positive change to our prison system and communities. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and thank you for an awesome class.